Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Senior and Living Today. Today, we're going to talk about sleep or lack thereof. As we get older, a lot of us have a good bit of trouble getting a decent night's sleep. Now, when we're younger, they recommend that we get 8 hours of sleep, and for kids, sometimes even more, maybe 10 hours, some longer. As we get older, we need less sleep, but some of us are still getting less than we're supposed to. It's recommended when we're in our 50s that we get about an hour less sleep, so around 7 hours of sleep. And a lot of people don't get that much. I know I don't. On average, I get about 5 hours of sleep. So we're going to talk about things we can try to help us sleep better, and if you have ideas, I would like you to comment at the bottom of underneath the video description and tell me and tell the others what works for you, because getting sleep and good sleeping techniques is not a one size fits all for everyone. So I want to know what you use to help you get to sleep if you're having trouble. Um, the Some of the signs of not getting enough sleep are brain fog, which you see in me, or feeling tired and feeling run down. So, any ideas you have to help us get better sleep, please put them down below. One of the things I've heard about getting better sleep is to avoid a lot of light before you go to bed. So that means turning off your phone or turning down the brightness on the back of your cell phone, to stay off the computer 2 hours before you go to bed, and to not watch TV. And if you do watch TV, to have the lights around you turned down to help. If people around you are insisting on having the lights bright and you're having trouble getting to sleep, throw some sunglasses on in the house. People will think you're crazy, but who cares? Sleep is more important. It is recommended by doctors that if you're having trouble sleeping, you reduce your intake of alcohol. Sometimes people have alcohol and it makes them sleepy, but then they don't get a good quality sleep. They fall asleep, but then a few hours later they wake up. So keep that in mind and see if you see a pattern with that. If you do, don't consume alcohol before you go to bed. Have it earlier in the day. Maybe not for breakfast, maybe lunch. Have it earlier in the day. Um, because it can cause you to have a poor quality of sleep. Same thing for caffeine. You need to reduce your caffeine or try to reduce your caffeine after lunchtime, and that includes chocolate. So, for those of us who like chocolate before bed, it is recommended that we have chocolate earlier in the day for breakfast. I recommend that to get your caffeine and your chocolate out of the way. Mark that off your to do list. Chocolate. It's also recommended that you skip naps. Now, I love naps. I can never find time for a nap, but it's recommended that if you can find time for one, skip it so that you get a better quality sleep at night. And if you absolutely must take a nap, don't take one that's any longer than 15 or 20 minutes. So you'll want to set a timer, set your clock so that you don't get a 2 hour nap and then you can't sleep at all at night, because that is a thing. It's recommended, if you're having trouble sleeping, that you stick to a schedule, that you get up every day at the same time, you try to go to bed every night at the same time, and you try not to find anything to make you break that schedule. Sort of get your body into a routine. Uh, Always keep on track, getting up and going to bed at the same time. Another thing that is recommended if you are having difficulty getting to sleep is getting more light during the daytime. So if you can get outside, if you can walk around in the sun, um, that will help you sleep better at nighttime. When it's dark all throughout the day, it doesn't really help you get a good solid sleep at night. Your circadian rhythm is set off by the darkness, and it's difficult for you to get a good night's rest. So get outside, get some sun. Exercise is recommended. If you can't physically exercise, mentally exercise. Read, do puzzles, crossword puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, word puzzles, number puzzles, Sudoku, that sort of thing. Sudoku, is that how you say it? To work your brain, and that will help make you more tired, your brain work and ready for sleep. So keep that in mind. You can add reading to that list too. Also, maybe helpful to help some people get to sleep at night is maybe the scent of lavender on your pillow or your bed sheets. The fragrance, some people say that that helps relax them and helps them fall asleep. Also, declutter your room. Your brain and your body can relax more if you're not in a messy environment. So try to declutter your room and keep your room a place just for sleep. Another recommendation, turn the heat down. Uh, the studies say that between 60 and 67 degrees is ideal to get the best sleep. But I definitely say the cooler the better. If you are woman and menopausal, 50 degrees works. You definitely can do better to sleep in a cooler environment and not wake up as, feeling like the towering inferno. It's recommended that you use lighter sheets with natural fibers, cotton and such, light, airy, breezy fabrics so that it will kind of repel or keep you from sweating. So, um, definitely lighter sheets and layers so that you can get rid of layers if you're feeling too warm and it's causing you to stay awake. Some people like ambient noise. Now that could be the sound of wind, the sound of water or rain or anything like that. Some people like that. Some people it keeps them awake, but some people it lulls them right to sleep. So give that a try if you are still having trouble getting to sleep. Another thing is um, don't work in bed. Don't bring your phone to bed. Don't bring your laptop to bed. Don't bring the newspaper to bed. The newspaper and the phone, when you are scrolling the news or even not the news, if you're just doing scrolling social media, you can get revved up and you're trying to calm down. So you don't want to bring those things to bed because they're going to key you up when you're trying to wind down. So no working in bed. Don't bring your work to bed. You'll never get to sleep. Next thing is if we've been talking about things to help you get to sleep, but this is about sleep difficulties. So some people have trouble staying awake. So another thing I want to talk about is if you find during the day that you're falling asleep a lot and you're older, check your eyes, check and see if you have cataracts because cataracts blocks the amount of sunlight that you're taking in, and again, when you get that reduced light, then it can mess up your circadian rhythm and you can feel tired during the day, even though you haven't expelled any energy. So if you're having trouble with being sleepy early in the day, Definitely have your eyes checked and make sure that you don't have cataracts. Another idea to help you unwind so that you can sleep better is taking a bath or a shower before bed. A lot of people like to take their shower when they wake up in the morning, but consider taking your bath or your shower before bed and see if that will help. If that's not how you normally do it, try switching it around and see if that helps you to get better rest. Some people recommend a tea at night. Just some say any warm tea, but a lot of people say chamomile tea. There's teas called sleepy time tea. So anything like that. Sometimes it's just the warmth is soothing and calming. So you might give some of those a try. If you're going to use melatonin, check with your physician. It's my understanding that melatonin should not be used all the time, forever and ever and ever, because you've had a sleep issue. So um, sometimes your physician can recommend it sparingly, but it's not something probably that you want to take forever for the rest of your life. So if you can get your sleeping under control without it, then that's even better. And it's the same way with the other sleep aids, Benadryl or um, I forget what the others are called, Simply Sleep, and there's a ton of them. But those are to be used upon occasion, not all the time, not every night before you go to bed. You pop one of those. That's not the answer. So we're trying to find some other solutions so you don't have to do that. Plus, those cost money. So let's take the free option and try the different things that we can do so that we can sleep better. Just remember that it's not one size fits all. Not everything works for everyone. So these are just some ideas. So I want to know what ideas you can add to the list so that we can get a better night's sleep. If we get a better night's sleep, we might be more pleasant in the morning. So let us know what you have. Put it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time here on Senior and Living Today. See you next time.